Hello and welcome to the show. I'm here on BeamNG Drive with a challenge. I'm on yet another custom map which I have no chance of pronouncing. There will be a link in the description. Go there and download it. This is a very, very cool custom map. And I'm going to try and survive this super jump. This is a massive jump. I shall go show you now quite how far we have to fall. Yes, all the way down there. Can we get stopped? Good, we can. Handbrake. Handbrake. Wait for it, wait for it. Now, or not. We need a new handbrake. This one's useless. That's not even a steep hill. Well, I mean, it is kind of. Okay, so we don't have a handbrake, it appears. Can I just hook the front wheels over? Just let me show the people what we're doing, car. Wait for it. There we go. That's better. We are going to try. I don't know if this is even going to work. This might not be possible. However, there's going to be lots of damaged cars in very, very damaged states, like properly, utterly destroyed. Not going to look like cars by the time we're finished with this, but I'm going to see if there is any way of making a vehicle survive this ridiculous jump. There are going to be some vehicles, though, which I'm pretty sure aren't going to work. This is one of them. I am fairly sure no matter how many times I throw this off here, this is never going to survive. For a few reasons. First of all, it is very small, and sort of, as you'll see, as we fly off this jump, when it's going to hit the ground, it's going to do an awful lot of damage. There's just not very much crumple zone. It does that. It flattens the car quite a lot. The engine will still run. It's very, very rare that you actually kill the engine entirely. It's the driveline that dies. If I press Q a few times, I can normally get it reset to a state at which the driveline will fix itself. I think this car is so badly damaged that yeah, it's never even going to do that. And I got to put it back into automatic. Come on. There we go. Yeah, it is possible to kind of do that. I'm not going to be doing that. I'm going to have to try and get the vehicle to survive this jump on its own. Now, one of the other downsides is a lot of the vehicles like to go sort of on their nose. They're quite front heavy. I think it's the way the game deals with cars falling. It just likes to have them go sort of front first, which is a problem as you land on your engine quite a lot. This isn't a car, that's just a pancake. And in a vehicle like this, I don't think it is ever going to survive. I don't think there is any way I can make this Covet survive the fall. I'm trying to kind of go off the edge here in a hope that I can get the car to twist and not land on the engine. Actually, that might... No, that's not. I was going to say, that might have almost gone... Oh, there goes the wheel! It's still bouncing. Where did you go? I would love to have a wheel camera for that bit. God damn, that wheel must have gone far. I mean, it's off. It's going on its own adventure over there somewhere. So yeah, I don't think that the Covet is ever going to survive this. There is also, if we reset back at the top of the mountain, I'm also fairly sure that the Toyota Celica, which I have, well, I quite like this car for exploring, driving around levels. This also isn't going to survive this fall very well. Reason why, this car is very, very deformable. It's very easy to do damage to this vehicle. And lots of damage is going to occur if we just drive off this bit here. Normally, we go on our nose again. This car actually almost rolls onto its back. Once we hit the ground, that happens. Amazingly, it's landed on its wheels. But yeah, there's a magically floating brake light. The car is just a wreck. To be fair, I have... from the front, it's survived better than I expected. There's a slightly odd kind of textures going on. I think that's where the seats were. Shall we go for an onboard view from this car? Why not? I won't be doing this from onboard view particularly because you don't see an awful lot. But yeah, the Celica again is a vehicle I don't think is going to survive this jump. Oh no, we're going upside down. Uh-oh, this is going to hurt. Wait for the impact. Splat. And we've landed on our wheels again. The steering wheel is through the bonnet. I like how the dashboard remain, or the dials, sorry, the dashboard remain where they were. You can see how much the thing is deformed. Yeah, the Celica, I really don't think it is ever going to survive that jump. I think you could throw it off there 100 times and it wouldn't survive, because the minute it hits the ground, it's just utterly, utterly totaled. So yeah, I don't think the Celica is going to survive. It just takes too much damage. What else have we got? What else have we got that might vague? Oh yeah, the Hell Jeep. I'm not sure about this one. I'm not sure if this thing here will survive. I have a feeling it probably won't, but then again, I don't know how damage really works on this, because I've only been driving this slowly. Like most of the other vehicles I've been driving fairly quickly, so I've had big accidents in them before. I don't know how this one here is going to survive. So Geronimo, we're going down. We're going to land upside down, and ooh, okay. Well, it certainly wouldn't be steer. In fact, it's killed the engine as well. As I say, it wouldn't be steerable with the axles kind of by the gearbox, but that's actually utterly destroyed the engine. Okay, can we find a way of getting the vehicle to twist and land so it doesn't land kind of on its nose? If we were to steer, can we? Oh no, I was trying to get it to roll before going off the edge. We're going to smack upside down. Ooh, we've gone into the trees. I can't see it. Nope, I think the engine's gone again. There's no noise at all coming from it. We'll try another one. I think this Jeep might have I say a very destructible engine. Yes, this should kill all of the vehicles. There's no way they should survive this. What about if we do... Okay, it doesn't want to roll over. There we go. Now we've got a bit of a roll going on. If we can land on the back, it might. Oh, no. I don't think it's... Damn, the engine's gone again as well. The front axle is being held on by the spring, pretty much. That's it. I've still got the steering survived. I am amazed at that. The steering is actually functioning. Well, I say functioning, it's moving. It probably wouldn't function steering-wise very well. Yeah, that's broken. I don't even think if that engine's dead on all three of them occasions, it's not going to survive. Not going to survive the fall. Shall we try the other rock crawler? Again, when I was messing about with this in the video where I used it, you saw how easily the wheels snapped off. I suspect the wheels will just break on this thing, but who knows? Maybe the engine will survive. Now, I'd ideally like it to... Whoa! The suspension's got a wobble on in midair. Trees! Hello. Oh, we got a big bounce on that. The engine is still functioning. I can't really see it very well. Hold on, we're just going to press... Oh, no, I'm not going to press F7, otherwise I've got to go back up to the top of the mountain. The wheels are all at funny angles, and we'll try again. I'm going to try and aim not to land in those trees. This thing's blooming fast accelerating. It got a lot of airtime off that jump. We want to kind of aim this way. Maybe not quite this much with this way. Oh well. Hello, tree. Oh, missed the tree. And, oh. The wheels do all sorts of crazy things on this. No, I'm pretty sure that is not going to survive. It is going to just destroy the driveline. Yeah, I think the rock crawlers, because of their very exposed wheels, they're just never going to work with them. Okay, so we can put out the Celica. Let's have a go with this, actually. This is the Covert Rally. That's, for some reason, decided to not load the texture at all. Can we have a textured one, please? That would be... Okay, well, for some reason, this car doesn't like this terrain. That's odd. I was using this one for the Finland Rally and it was absolutely fine. Okay, well, we'll throw it off here anyway. Just the one, just to see what it's... Or maybe do a couple of times. This is four-wheel drive. I presume that it is still front-engined. I don't know what's going on with that texture. Can we actually get it to land... Oops. No, we can't get it to land nicely. Hold on. If I can stop spinning. No, I thought I heard the noise that signified that the wheels were still spinning, but no, that's gone. Okay, on that attempt it didn't... Well, we've got some textures back. Never mind. Ooh, a little bit tricky to control this car. Let's just kind of fly it off here. Again, I don't think this is going to survive. Much better than the standard Covert. It is basically just a slightly tweaked version of it, with a four-wheel drive system and a little bit more power. I didn't even put the turbocharger on this. Mind, it doesn't. That's not going to make any difference. That's going to make it fly off here faster. If we were to get it to kind of barrel roll, can we get it to land in a position that it might? Oh, that is a nasty crash. That one. Holy, that's the steering wheel. I believe stays in position. So that is where the steering wheel was before. The entire car is no. I don't think that's ever going. The rally version is not going to survive any better than the standard Covert. What else have we got? Shall we throw off the big? Shall we throw off the monster truck variation of the Jeep Grand Cherokee? This is probably the closest thing to a monster truck I've seen. There's one mod for the van, I think, that turns it into a proper monster truck. This is still pretty damn close to being a monster truck. Let's see if this can survive. The massive drop. Again, this is going to be a front-engined four-wheel drive vehicle. The front-engined vehicles tend to suffer, although almost all of them are front-engined on here, because you're going to be landing front first, and that's directly onto the engine. The engine is okay. The driveline is not. The driveline is gone. To be fair, of all the wrecks that we've had, that has survived the most looking like a vehicle. Can I? Oh, I can't quite roll it back onto its wheels. No, that has survived remarkably close to looking like the vehicle it started. Okay, I just think if we go off forwards, we're constantly... Oh god, we've got a bit of a tank slapper going on. Okay, well, we're going off at a slightly funny angle. Oh, that's fallen off quite flat. Now we've started to nosedive. Ooh, and we've squashed part of it. Is it going to have survived? No, it's not. Need to find a way. I need to find a way of getting the things to not go off here forward. And also got to find a way of clearing the trees. If I go off here too slowly, I just end up in the trees. That's not going to work. If I twist there, I can make the vehicle roll. Can I make it roll and not land on its front? Ooh, maybe. I've landed on the back wheel very heavily. The back wheel isn't going to work. No, the engine hasn't survived. If I can get the cars to go down backward, if I can get it to fall backwards, it might work. But if I'm falling backwards, it's still going to be a massive shock on the driveline, and that's what's snapping mostly. This definitely seems to be working, just kind of rolling the vehicle. Ooh, that might have worked, you know. Come on. Has it? It's worked! It survived! I thought it might because it kind of hit the bottom of the mountain and it skidded down. Aha! I've survived! We have jumped off the mega jump and we have a functioning vehicle. Maybe you might even be able to sit inside there without having your head through the... no, maybe not quite. You could probably still fit if you kind of crouched-ish. I can't believe that actually survived. I didn't think this vehicle would do it. I thought we would just kill the driveline too much on it. But by sort of skidding down the mountain, it has worked. I mean, it seems to have lost some of its performance. And it's not making... Oh, there we go. Yeah, it is a compact Jeep. It is quite a lot lower than it was to start with. However, holy crap, it has actually survived. Woohoo! I'll never be able to repeat. That's the sort of luck kind of thing that you need. And with a vehicle like this that's got a lot of... I get like sort of a lot of body that can be deformed. It can survive that kind of thing, whereas if I did that with the covert, it would still just destroy the covert. If you think of how high this vehicle is to start with and now how low it's made it from that impact, and you look at it compared to the covert, yeah, like those sort of cars aren't likely to survive. But this big off-road vehicle has actually made it. It is barely usable as a car, but it drives, it steers, it would fall over incredibly easily with this very wonky suspension. But it did it! It actually survived. Okay, so the Jeep Grand Cherokee can survive it. Okay, fair enough. We've got one. We've got one to the bottom, one survived. Shall we try some more vehicles? Let's have a go with one of the standard cars. We'll go for the police car. Standard cars from the game. This is a front-engined rear-wheel drive car. I think these might be the hardest of the vehicles to actually survive. If you land on the front, you're going to kill the engine. You land on the back, because it's a rear-wheel drive car, you're going to kill the drivetrain. So I could do with it kind of sliding down the mountain again and taking away some of the energy. We're going to land on our side. That might be quite good. It might be quite good as it takes the force on the side of the car rather than on the engine, but it's still going to shatter the drivetrain. Now that's quite a narrow variation of the Grand Marshal. Yeah, that's broken. Let's try again. I don't know if any of these standard vehicles it will work with. I think they might be a bit too deformable. Also, most of the standard vehicles are kind of low to the ground. I think we need a really big... Ooh. Landed directly on the back, and that is broken. In fact, even if that wasn't broken, the wheels are bent at such an angle. In fact, is that actually... Yeah, it's broken. I just thought I could hear the noise signifying the wheels were turning, but it isn't. So even if that wasn't broken, one of the wheels is actually touching the ground. It's so bent that the wheels aren't on the ground. That would be a new way to absolutely kill the cars, just have the wheels not on the ground at all. Have another go with this. But I suspect, can we get a big flip? No, that is a lazy flip. Uh-oh. Yeah, that's not going to survive very well. Ooh. That's the engine gone. And again, even if that did survive, I think we've only got one wheel on the ground. Oh no, we've got two. That front wheel is looking very not circular anymore. And that one there's underneath the car. Yeah, I don't think we're going to survive with this. I can't even remember where I aimed. Oh, I turned and steered and had the Jeep kind of flip manically off the edge, which I can't do with a low vehicle. We kind of went off this way, maybe not towards the trees. Actually, that might work. That might have survived. Has that survived? We are in a tree, and I can't possibly tell. No, it's not. I'm just trying to look at the wheels. If I tap the handbrake and then turn it off again, and see if we can get the wheels spinning. I can't tell. But I'm pretty sure I saw the wheels. The wheels weren't spinning. I don't think that's going to work. I don't think this car has got sort of the amount of body that can deform needable to survive this. If that makes sense, I hope it does. The Moonhawk. This might be an interesting one. It took me a long time to kill this car using normal methods. This survives ridiculous amounts of punishment if you are just crashing into things. However, it's going to be going rather a lot faster when it hits the ground off this big jump. So it may survive. We've seen how strong this car is. It may well not, though. We're going face first. Again, that's not good. Jeez. The engine's... How the hell has the engine done that? It is so broken. Oh, actually, it's gone forward. That's what it's done. I thought it had flipped around, but it hasn't. The engine has basically just gone forwards in the car. The gearbox has come through the entire chassis. That's not going to work. Yeah, that's well and truly dead. Gee, I've never seen the engines, like even those other cars that crashed, didn't have the engine do. I've never seen them do that much damage. Come that far out of position. Normally the engines stay where they are. Not seen one suddenly become vertical. Yeah, we can't land it front forward. Can we sort of do a barrel roll and have it slide down? We're going to land on the back. Ooh, the driver's head would be in the roof, and that's the exhaust is at a funny angle. The engine is still where it should be this time around. That's pretty pancaked and pretty undrivable. That's not going anywhere. How did I... Oh, yeah, I need the high ground clearance, don't I, to flick it off and roll the car. Can we try even something vaguely similar in this? If we kind of aim this way... There we go, and aim for that sort of slope and slide down the slope like that? No, not like that. You done it wrong, car. You were supposed to slide, not splat. No, it's the... We've lost one wheel somewhere. In fact, we lost two wheels pinged off. Is that it over there? Yes, it is! I can see you, wheel! Where are you going? I can't see you anymore. You've run away. We'll have one more go with the Moonhawk. Again, I don't think... Like, you'd have to get so mega lucky with this car. Because it just doesn't have the amount of stuff to deform as the Jeep did. And we're going to hit that side-on directly, aren't we? Ooh. Hell, the engine's making a funny noise on that one. Yeah. That's what we've still got steering. Steering is still working on one wheel by the looks of it. Yeah, the other wheel's flowing. In fact, there it is. Wheel is running away again. Yeah, that's dead. I don't think we're ever going to get. Okay, hold on. We are never going to get the Moonhawk to land. I wouldn't have thought anyway. This is an interesting one. The however this thing's pronounced, I'm not sure. Yeah, this is mid-engined, as you can see. Engines in there. So if we land on the front of the car, we won't be doing damage to the engine, and of course the drive line and all of that is at the back of this vehicle. So maybe, incoming tree, maybe we could... Oh God, we have bent the entire car in half. Holy crap, I've not done that to a vehicle. That is... Wow. We have really... In fact, that crash has been so massive, it has destroyed my frame rate. It was sitting quite nicely at... or just sits at 60 for recording purposes. Now it's gone down to 40 and won't go up. That is how much this crash has upset my computer. Jesus. That... I have not bent an entire car in half before. Okay, let's not aim for the tree this time. Let's not aim at that. Let's kind of aim for over here. There we go. Now if we could aim for the little slope, slide down there. No, we missed the slope. We're going to land, front flip, land it. No, you didn't land it. You've stayed on your roof. Again, it's bent the car quite a lot. Nope, and the engine. It is not spinning the wheels anymore. Okay, so this vehicle has slightly different deformation on here. It doesn't deform quite as much as other ones. It tends to just bend the car a little bit. Not quite sure why that is. So yeah, I was thinking it might survive a bit better. It's not looking like it is. Like, it's not actually that deformed, this vehicle. Well, I say that. I mean, it's deformed more than most games are capable of, but it still looks like the vehicle it was to begin with, if you like. That's not moving. I think it's just going to shatter the driveline on impact with this. We'll have one more attempt. I'll try and land it on that little dirt slope. That might actually work. That might work. We're going upside down onto it again. No, we've not slid down it the same way I'd managed to with the Jeep. We've actually twisted the entire front end of the car. And that's dead. Okay, I don't think... The hope with this being mid-engine rear-wheel drive... Oopsie, I pressed the wrong button. It doesn't seem to work. It still just shatters everything.